Hello children, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti, and this name itself has completely transformed the fate of Telangana state. Many organizational experiments like Telangana Jana Parishad, Telangana Mahasabha, Telangana Janasabha and Telangana Aikya Vedika were tried out with political enthusiasm and spirit of activism, but no political party merged. It was in this context that Telangana Rashtra Samiti was formed in April 2001. Meanwhile, Telangana movement was getting expressed in different protest forms like Dhoom Dhams, public song and dance programs, and in Garjanas, massive public meetings to proclaim the demands, Padayatras, marches. The traditional Bonalu offering to deities, drawing Rangoli, was also invoked to express the popular Telangana demand. The Telangana service castes expressed Telangana movement in protest shaving, protest washing clothes of their customers on roads, and in collective cooking Vanta Varpu in public places. This massive spontaneous people's movement was going on in the villages between December 2009 and April 2010. Students spearheaded this movement. At this juncture, students formed a joint action committee, and then the flings of JSEs, joint action committees, spread to all organizations, springing up hundreds of JSEs in Telangana. Hundreds of youngsters committed suicides, shattering their families, and Telangana too, since November 2009, is a sad saga. Now, here you can see, children, the pictures of some people who sacrificed their lives for our Telangana state. Sabbanda Varnas like Chakales, Nai Brahmins, Toddy Tappers, Kartikaparlu, Vamsharajulu, Lambadas, Yerkalas and Madigas formed their own JSEs and joined the protest movement. In many mandal headquarters, a relief fast was organized in which one particular caste group gathered with all its traditional activities. Now, here is the historical Sagaraharam Million March. In spite of the regulations and rules imposed by the government of then Telangana, the people all over from Telangana have gathered and collected themselves, assembled in the Necklace Road area of Hyderabad city. They have come together in hundreds and thousands in protest of the government, demanding a separate Telangana state. In what way do you think would the mine and factory workers benefit from the formation of Telangana state? What policies need to be followed so that the poor artisans and craft persons will find dignified livelihood? What steps need to be taken to fulfill the needs of the different kinds of tribal people in the new state? These are the questions you have to answer, children, in your notebook. K. Chandrasekhar Rao's fast, 2009. Can you recognize this person? K. Chandrasekhar Rao, the leader of Telangana Rashtra Samiti, announced an indefinite fast to begin on 29th November 2009 at Siddipet. He was arrested and lodged in a jail even before he started his fast. He continued the fast in Khammam jail and subsequently in hospital too. The students of Osmania University formed a Telangana Students Joint Action Committee TJAC on 16th November to express solidarity with him. The spree of people forming joint action committees spread to Kakatiya University and then to Palamur, Satavana and the Mahatma Gandhi Universities of Telangana. Then the employee JACs, lawyers JACs, JACs of caste or communities and the district level JACs sprang up. The Telangana Rashtra Samiti leader K. Chandrasekhar Rao's fast became a massive people's movement. The most important event in this context was the announcement by the student JAC of Assembly Muttadi, attack on Assembly on 10th December 2009. If the announcement of separate state was not made, the students poured into Hyderabad city from different universities and colleges, hiding in friends and relatives' houses around Assembly in order to participate in the Assembly Muttadi. You can see the different pictures in which thousands of students have gathered together near the Assembly of Hyderabad. And now, according to these conditions, eventually persuaded the central government to announce the formation of Telangana. This took place despite severe opposition from the MLAs and MPs from Seemantra region. The Union Home Minister announced on 9th December 2009 that the process for formation of a separation of Telangana state would be initiated. Chandrasekhar Rao ended his fast and the people started Telangana Vijayotsavamlu at different places. Now, you can see the newspaper item of the geographical features of Telangana and the proposed demarcative lines of boundaries of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana states which were to be proposed. And this is the 29th state of India, Telangana. These are the different statistics of separation pangs, how the social indices stack up in Telangana and the rest of Andhra. These are the different statistics of Telangana and Andhra Pradesh regions. The announcement of formation of Telangana has been made on 9th December 2009, but it was soon withdrawn on 23rd December 2009 due to the pressure from Andhra political leaders. A commission headed by Justice Sri Krishna was formed to inquire into the developments of Andhra Pradesh and report to the centre. The Telangana people were shocked. Let us see some possible reasons for the withdrawal of the announcement. Who were the members of the Sri Krishna committee? Can you see here their pictures? Justice P. N. Sri Krishna, V. K. Duggal, Dr. Ranbir Singh, Dr. Abu Saleh Sharif, Dr. Ravinder Kaur. Hyderabad had become the hub of development. The city had become India's calling card for both the success of economic reforms as well as its claim to global significance. Many people from different parts had invested in properties in Hyderabad, and a large number of them had migrated to Hyderabad in search of employment and education. The investors from other regions were worried about their future. These protests were intended to put pressure on central government to go back on its announcement of new state for Telangana. Meanwhile, a large number of autonomous and non-party organizations continued their activity of mobilizing the diverse common people to demand an independent state and to ensure that the new state would represent the interest of all the people of Telangana. All of them brought diverse sections of the society into the movement. These organizations gave a political shape to the amorphous social organizations and strengthened the political movement and the mass movement from below. These organizations trained full-time cadres to the Telangana cause. These activists coordinated the movement at different levels, which took new organizational forms connecting the masses and the leadership. In order to unify the people, all parties and organizations came together to form Telangana Joint Action Committee. Under its leadership, 6 major agitations were launched: Non-Cooperation Movement, Million March, Sakala Janala Samme, a 42 days general strike, Sagar Haram, human chain around Hussain Sagar Lake in Hyderabad, Sansad Yatra, march to the Parliament, and Chalo Assembly. Non-cooperation movement. Do you remember, children? An agitation, a movement with the same name was conducted during the British rule, also under the leadership of Gandhiji. And here also in Telangana, Telangana JSC has started a movement of non-cooperation to the government. Million March. People in large numbers came to Hyderabad city to assemble around the Necklace Road in Hyderabad. Sakala Janala Samme, a 42 days general strike. Strike by every caste and creed, members of every caste and creed, and from every profession. People have stopped their work and they started non-cooperation to the government. Sagar Haram. People have surrounded the Hussain Sagar Lake in Hyderabad. Sansad Yatra. Sansad means parliament. People have gathered in large numbers around the parliament building in the Delhi. Chalo Assembly. People on 14th June 2013 have proposed to attack Assembly building. There was a lot of pressure to take a decision at national level. Telangana thus became a national issue. The Congress Core Committee heard the presentations from Andhra side and Telangana side and finally took a decision in favor of bifurcation of a state. These were the people in Congress Core Committee. The Congress I party was in government in the central government. For core committee meeting, KCR's team at Delhi. KCR's team has gone to Delhi to meet with the Congress Core Committee. Seemandhra leaders met in Delhi to oppose the Telangana. The bill was passed in Parliament bifurcating the state of Andhra Pradesh with June to 2014 as the appointed day. In the Parliament, the bill was supported by BJP, BSP, CPI and the other opposition parties. The people celebrated this. In the democratic process, decision may be taken late, but persistence of people's fight and protest forms convinced by the country that demerged Telangana from Andhra Pradesh. June 2nd, 2014. Jai Ho Telangana. A dream come true. Telangana Formation Day song. The parties who supported formation of Telangana: BJP, CPI, BSP. Bill passed in Parliament and Telangana was demerged. Telangana state has formed and state symbols were. Can you recognize these symbols, children? These were the ministers. The person who dreamed about Bangaru Telangana, Golden Telangana. Professor Jai Shankar. Thank you.